Hello. Today I'm going to talk about perfectionism and how it is a symbol of your imposter syndrome. So first of all, let's get clear on what imposter syndrome is. Imposter syndrome is when you feel like a fake, that when you're going to do anything, people are waiting there to ridicule you, laugh at you and point at you and say you don't have the qualifications, you don't have the experience, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have the other, and you are a fake. That is the feeling of imposter syndrome. It could also be attached to fear of failure, fear of success, screwing everything up, and just making a complete mess of everything. This is why perfectionism is a symptom of imposter syndrome. Because what is perfectionism? Well, I can't start this business because the website isn't ready. There's a couple of little tiny lines. I can't launch this product because I can't get the colors perfectly right. I can't go on this date tonight because my dress is like half an inch too short, or the jacket I'm wearing is just a bit too tight. This is what happens. Perfectionism stops us from moving forward. It stops us from getting ourselves out there. This fear of being ridiculed, of being found out, that somebody's going to discover that we're not real, that this isn't Paul Wilson, this is a clone. This is what perfectionism is, and it's not a problem on its own. It's a symptom. It's a whole cluster of things that hide this inner problem of feeling like a fake, or fear of success, fear of failure, all that kind of stuff. So how do we deal with it? How do we actually stop perfectionism getting in our way? There is a guy called Rob Moore. He's a big property not magnate, but entrepreneur, and he's got this phrase. And I've heard similar phrases all over the shop. Start now, get perfect later. If you're looking to start a business, or if you're looking to push out a new product, or if you're looking to do something and you're stopping yourself because it's just not perfect, forget it. Just do it. Just start it. Because, there's an old cliche, practice makes perfect. And anyway, does perfection actually exist? Can you show me something that is perfect? Yes, a lovely sunrise in the morning is perfect. A sunset is perfect. A plant, a beautiful flower is perfect. But they're natural, they're nature. We didn't make those. We don't make sunsets or sunrises. I'm talking about a product or a business or a thing. None of them are perfect. They've all got something that could be improved upon. Because look, if everything was perfect, why would anybody bother doing anything? Why would somebody bother opening a new shop selling clothes? Why would somebody make a new kind of car? Because if all the previous things in that market were perfect, there'd be no need, would there? Because stuff isn't perfect, yeah? Life isn't perfect. We're not perfect. We learn and grow and develop as we get older, as we mature. We turn on to different things, we do different things. We're never going to be perfect. When we die, we're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. It just doesn't exist. Yet in our minds, we have this picture of the perfect lifestyle, the perfect business, the perfect look, the perfect mentality, the perfect this, the perfect that. It does not exist. All that stuff you see on social media that looks like it's perfection isn't. It's the old, you see a duck or a swan gracefully moving along the lake, but you don't see the frantic paddling of the feet underneath the water. This is what life is. This is what life does. Life is about the paddling under the water, getting stuff done, doing your best and moving forward. Don't let perfectionism hold you back. Just because you can see something that isn't perfect and it's just going to bug you for ages, if you have to, let it bug you. Change it later, but get the thing out there. Because if you're in a business, people need to find you, and they ain't going to find you if you don't launch your business. That's kind of a bit of a catch-22, isn't it? If you're not ready, ask yourself, why am I not ready? Is it because that's not perfect and that just could do with a tweak? And well, launch it and tweak it as you're going, because I had a client once, and she was a highly experienced sales and marketing director, wanted to start her own business, and the business didn't start because, we had a launch date of May, and then May came and went, had a launch date for the 1st of June, June came and went, and so on and so forth, yeah? And each time there was something that wasn't quite right that made her believe that she wasn't ready, she wasn't being perfect. And when we did the work together, we found out that this was tied to something that happened way back when she was a young girl, yeah? and somebody wanted her to be perfect. And of course, she then got massively disappointed because this idol of hers wanted X and she couldn't provide it. So she spent the rest of her life trying to be perfect. And this just like held her back time and time and time and time and time again, until she finally realized that it wasn't the perfectionism that was holding her back. It was something else, something from her past, something in her background. And this is what perfectionism is. It's something that's holding you back. And it's often, you know, like a fear of failure or trying to live up to somebody's idea of perfection. Perfection doesn't exist. Get that out of your head, okay? It does not exist in the human world. In the natural world, yeah, it exists, but in our world, it doesn't exist. So stop holding yourself back because this thing isn't perfect. Just get it done. Just do it and improve it as you're going along. You think of the first cars. The first cars were rickety, wobbly, you know, very uncomfortable. But look, over time, they've got more luxurious, more comfortable, more economical, and so on and so forth. You know, the first aeroplane with the Wright brothers, it flew, I don't know, 50, 60 yards, made of plywood and balsa, and now we put people on the moon, okay? Things progress over time. But just imagine if the Wright brothers said, oh, we can't possibly launch this plane because look, it's not perfect. There's no seat belts. There's no landing gear. There's no this, there's no that. We would never have learned to fly if people hadn't taken the risk and said, okay, let's just launch the thing. Let's get it moving. Let's get it out there. Yeah. We must stop being fearful of things not being perfect. Just do it. Just get it out there, launch it, send it out, go on the day, you know, be yourself. Just do it. We can always improve later. That's the important fact here. We can always improve, we can always modify, we can always upgrade, we can always improve as we're going along. Don't hold yourself back because your life isn't perfect or your thing isn't perfect. It doesn't matter. Because a lot of people won't even notice the thing that you notice. They may think it's part of the design. They may think it's a feature, okay? Stop looking for flaws. Start launching and improve as you go on. Microsoft used to get a lot of stick when they first started out because they would launch a product, a piece of software, and guess what? It wasn't perfect. It had bugs. But rather than spending the next 5, 10, 15 years trying to iron out every single bug with testers, they'd put it out there, they sold it, and then people went, oh, actually, this doesn't work, that's wrong. And when I click this button, this happens. And so they started fixing the bugs that people reported as they went on. And year after year after year after year, the products got better and better and better and better. Yeah, okay, there are still occasional bugs, but they've still pretty much ironed them out. This is how we move forward. This is how we grow as human beings. This is how we progress our businesses, okay? Stop trying to be perfect. Perfection doesn't exist, yeah? Perfectionism, get it out of your dictionary, get it out of your diary, scrub it out. Just do it. Start now, get perfect later. You know, practice makes perfect. Think of all those cliches. Be that cliche. Get out there, do it, launch it, sell it. Get on the date, okay? Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.